Hey there! I am so happy to be going live. It has been forever, like all through the holiday, and then I haven't gone on at all, not once this entire month, so shame on me. But I traveled for 3 weeks over the holiday, and then both kids got sick, like ear infections, fevers, you name it. And then, of course, I got sick. So I am on day 3 of my antibiotics and some kind of steroid and feeling so much better. But I have literally been down for the count this entire month. So I haven't been wearing any makeup, so I have really had nothing to go live and show you guys. But I wanted to jump back on here because like I said, feeling better and felt like today, it's Saturday, I have some time, like I'm gonna do some makeup. Just jump on here, say hi. So when you jump on, be sure to say hey so that we can chat. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump on in and get started. So I'm going to do my eyes first. So I have no makeup on, nothing on my face. It's moisturized, but I actually don't even have primer on. But I do like to put on my primer first. Like, I like to put it all over my face and I like to let it sit for like a good 10 minutes. So a lot of times I try to do my eye makeup first just because I'm not really a planner, so I really have no idea what eye look I'm going for today, even right this second, even though I'm about to start. And because of that, if I do a smoky eye or any dark shades, I like to not have my makeup on my face already, because if there's any fallout or just dusting, you know, I feel like it changes the color and then you smear it, you know, the whole thing. So I always like to do my eye makeup first, no matter what. But I like the primer to go ahead and like adjust to your skin. So a good pointer with any primer, but especially with the Glorious primer, is it goes on a different temperature than your face is. So when it can sit and kind of mesh with your body temperature, it actually like adheres and stays on really nice and actually can, you know, fully dry and is prepared for your foundation. Whereas if I were to just throw on foundation right now, it hasn't really had a chance to like sink in and set, so to speak. So the foundation and the primer would actually be sort of mixing if I were to apply that now. So all that to say, I like to apply it first and then go on and move on to my eyes and then come back. Then it's all ready, and then I find that my makeup lasts all through the day perfectly. Also, if you don't know, a quick little tip with the Glorious primer, and this isn't with every primer, this is with our primer. Whatever you have that's excess, you can run through your hair because it makes a really good hair serum, and it makes those little flyaways and all these little pesky breakage, if you have fine hair like me, it really helps them lay smooth without like weighing that down. So that's just a fun fact. All right, I'm gonna go in with the color Discreet, which is this really pretty basic nude. It's matte and it is beautiful. Actually, is it matte? This one might be satin. I don't know if it says down here. It looks basically matte. There might be a little bit of, we have the matte, and then we have one that's like pearlized, which has just a little bit of reflective quality, but it's definitely not shimmer. There's nothing sparkling or shiny. It just has a little bit of like a pressed pearlized. So if you move it around, you could kind of see some reflective properties, but there's nothing, it's not like a shimmer or a glitter, if that makes sense. I'm going to try to keep this video short. I have been, like I said, having a roller coaster January, and really it was a roller coaster December, although December was fun because it was Christmas. I went home. My parents live in Connecticut and I live in Tulsa, so I don't get to see them that much, and we were able to fly back and bring the kids, so it was really fun. But just traveling for 3 weeks is just long, you know. Then we actually got some snow in Connecticut, and then our flight was canceled, which again, I wasn't complaining about. I was excited to stay, but then they were all sold out, so then we ended up staying like an extra 4 days before we could fly out. So that's where it kind of all started, and then the kids were sick, and that part was no fun. Now I'm going to go in with Astute, which is a matte color, and it's kind of just a tan, really light brown. And I'm going to go in with the blending brush. I can't say enough about this brush. Specifically, no, not specifically. Just for anything that you would ever need eyeshadow for, this is your best blending brush, seriously. It's long, the bristles are long enough, they're fluffy enough without being too fat, and it just really blends in and gives you no harsh lines, so it is one of my favorites. So going in with that color, and I realize that this is Saturday and that probably a lot of people are out and about already, so if you're watching and you don't see the red live button up in the corner, just hashtag replay so I know that you saw it and I can say hey to you at a different time. Okay, I'm going to just put this in right around the crease. So like I said, I literally haven't worn any makeup. I don't think I've worn any makeup in January. Okay, not in January. I flew home on January, I don't know, I think 9th. Okay, so since January 9th, I haven't worn any makeup. I haven't even done my makeup. It's crazy. Hey, Jenny. So I got home and I decided, well, I already decided this before the holidays, but I knew I would fail if I started any kind of diet or workout program during the holidays. So I decided my sister's getting married in September. Since having my 2 kids, now Harper is 4, gonna be 4, I can't really use that as an excuse for being overweight anymore. So I combined a bunch of things, which is probably not smart. But I'm doing only 1,100 calories a day, which is not a lot for me. And hey, all is well, Jenny. How are you? I haven't seen you in so long. I feel like we need to be watching The Bachelor together. Bachelorette. Or The Bachelor. So I am only doing 1,100 calories a day, which is, it's an okay weight, or amount of calories for my weight. But then I also started the Whole30. Whew. And then I also started a workout routine. So today was day 13. I haven't missed a day yet, so that's pretty impressive for me. I currently have 2 scales that are out of commission, so that kind of is annoying because I have no idea if it's working. But this Whole30 is no joke. I mean, like, literally you can't have any snacks. I'm okay not doing sugar and bread. Like, I say I'm okay, like, I love sugar and bread, but that's easy enough for me. I used to never eat those, like, for a good 2.5 years. I never ever had that. I know, girls' night soon. Let's do it. Seriously, isn't The Bachelorette or one of them's on? I don't have cable, so I never know when it's on, but we should do it. You guys can come to my house if you want. So anyways, I used to never have processed, refined sugar or flour, ever. For like 2 full years, didn't ever even cheat. So to me, it's like I know what to eat and I know how to do it if I get into that. But it's the snacks. Like, the Whole30 doesn't even want you to have the snacks that are like organic or approved, because they want you to get out of the whole like snacking, the need for snacking. And my God, that is so difficult for me. So difficult. Plus, it doesn't really help that I've been sick. Like, so you can't have honey. The one thing I would say, the worst thing for me is the coffee, because I love coffee, but I need it to have creamer, and that's just like been the worst thing. Okay, I'm gonna go in now with the color Nimble, which is just like a step up, and it's sort of got almost like a light purple undertone. It's definitely a brown, but it's got that undertone. And I'm just gonna sweep this in to the crease. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple today because I'm not doing anything. I've got my nieces over. They're doing a sleepover, so stealing away a couple minutes. And my God, like 2 weeks with no makeup, I'm like way out of practice. I know, it's the snacking. It's terrible because I'm not a really good, like I said earlier, I'm not a planner. I have to really work at that, and because of that, I feel like I'm just like kind of grab something, throw it in my purse, and then I'll eat that. But then there's like no options for the Whole30. And then when you combine that with being sick, it's like I don't really feel like pulling out a chicken breast and frying it up and, you know, grilling the vegetables. I'm sick. I like want crackers and like tea and honey. And that's another thing. You can't have even like honey. Back to the coffee. I'm down to like a quad shot espresso and a splash of almond milk. Like there's nothing even exciting about this drink. Nothing. But I can't do like potted coffee, and I can't really do black coffee. It's just not my thing. So this better work, I guess is what I'm saying. I better start losing some weight. Okay, lastly I'm going to go in with Nonsensical. Oh, I guess you don't need to see the back. And Hey Mall. And this is like a chocolatey brown, but it definitely has, again, those undertones of purple. I feel like Younique's brown line has like a lot of undertone, which is nice because purple is actually a really pretty color for blue and green eyes, but also for brown eyes. So it's sort of like one of those spectrum colors, or hazel. Like really any color can wear purple, which is not a lot of people know that necessarily. It's really striking on brown eyes actually too. So when something like a brown, which I feel like most people want to go and buy brown because it's more natural, it's easier, it's less scary. Woo woo for Hazel Eyes. Molly, did you get your workout in? Did you? Be honest. We're on like a workout accountability. And let's be honest, that's the only way I can do it. Rude. Get it done, girl. I just like, I can't work out at night. I've come to that conclusion. If I don't do it in the morning, I feel like all day I can never enjoy anything in the day because it's like looming over my head that I have to go home or go to the gym and work out, and like I hate that. Tonight for show. Molly, these colors would be pretty for your wedding. Okay. I always feel like it looks so weird before I get the eyeliner on. Every time. So let's actually go. I'm going to do black eyeliner. Duh. And I'm not really going to do like a winged eyeliner, I don't think, today. Unless I jack it up. So I just kind of want it to look simple. This is really hard to do in the viewfinder. I think I have to get a mirror. I had like such a great setup before I moved. Makeup setup, like I could have my table right in front of the window, and it worked in the room, and it worked from how close I could get, and I just like hate the setup I have right now, and I can't seem to get it better. So is anyone else that's watching, or if you're watching later and it's the replay, done? Have you done the Whole30? And if so, like, what did you do for creamer for your coffee? Because I can't find an option. And like, honestly, almond milk and coconut milk, when they're unsweetened, like I can't get into that. It doesn't have that like milk feeling, and I'm not even a big dairy person in general, except for in my coffee, so. But I have noticed, because I might have really sensitive skin, and a lot of times it will end up kind of being like an eczema on my face. And I've noticed that in these 2 weeks of having no sugar and dairy and flour, basically anything, but the dairy specifically, I've noticed like I have felt a lot better. Hey Tara. And I haven't had any like eczema at all. like on my face. So I do think they're correlated. So I'm fine to not have dairy in general, but I'm not fine to not have it in my coffee. And like I need to know what people are doing, because like I said, almond milk and coconut milk, when they're not sweetened, and it can't be sweetened while it's on the Whole30. Although after these 30 days, I will obviously go back to organic, like cane sugar, evaporated sugar. I mean, I can't just never have sugar. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna fill in my brows so I can get a better sense of what I'm doing. I don't know. I really need to get my brows done so I won't come too close. This brow brush, I didn't get it because I have like so many brushes in general. I really never need a new makeup brush ever, but that doesn't stop me from buying them. But anyways, I didn't buy this one from Younique because I just felt like I had enough and I liked them okay. And I don't remember why. Oh, I watched somebody's tutorial, just like a video, and they used it and I was like, interesting, that looked like super easy and super fast. You've been having honey and no creamer. I know, but I can't have honey on the Whole30, so that's the thing. Like, I can't have anything sweet that takes away that acidicness of the coffee. And then it's like this. I have a quad shot right now, espresso with almond milk, and the almond milk like doesn't even do anything really. I don't even know why I'm getting it. I actually think it would be better without it because it's unsweetened, so it's just like And I literally have tried a couple different brands. I tried one called Ripple. Ugh, that was disgusting. I don't even know what that is. It's not almond, it's not soy, it's definitely not dairy. I don't know what that is, but that to me is not an option. I really just like want half and half, you know, like that's all I really want, but I think that's not going to be an option. So anyways, if you're watching and you're not watching now, but you're watching later, or now and you know, I'd love to hear what you do for like a Whole30 approved or just a dairy-free creamer. There's got to be options. I know that this is like, there's so many like people with celiac and all that, like I can't believe that there's nothing out there. So I refuse to believe it. Okay, and I'm not done with my eyes, but I'm going to move to my, what am I doing? Oh, here. I wanted to go back with that Nonsensical, which is that, remember we talked about kind of a purpley brown. I'm tapping it with my crease brush, and I'm just going to dust over the eyeliner. This just kind of makes it a little softer and a little bit less like, oh, I just put eyeliner on, a little bit more of a shadow. And I prefer a shadow line because I feel like two things. A, it's not as harsh. Like you can see this eye looks like clearly lined, and this eye now just sort of seems like it gradually gets darker. And then it also, when your mascara is on, it makes your lashes look so much longer, because if I were to put mascara on now, wherever the black eyeliner is blocks your lashes. So whatever sticks up, that they just, it like cuts them in half. It's sort of like when you wear a mini skirt and like boots to your calf. It just like chops your legs in half. That's the same idea with your lashes. So when it's dusty and it just sort of gradually gets darker, and then you put on the mascara, they look a lot longer because nothing's noticeably blocking them. It's just sort of shadowing behind them. It just kind of enhances them. So that's just something I prefer. It's a look I prefer. I found a box of old pictures the other day, like from high school, and I was like, dang, my lashes were so long. And then I realized I didn't really wear eyeliner back then. Like, I did, but I wore it like on the inside rim, so it didn't block my eyelashes either. And I'm like, interesting. So I've been playing with it, and it's definitely true. I mean, I did know that a little bit, but like I don't know that I like sat there and thought that one through. So it's a little fun tip. Okay, I'm also going to go in with, well, let's do this one. I'm going to go in with Exhilarated, which is this pretty kind of, well, it's definitely like whitish cream, but it literally does have a little bit of like an undertone of olive, which sounds weird, but it is really pretty. Again, for the hazels, for the brown. It's not an olive color per se, but it has those undertones, so it picks them up. So when you pair it with brown, it just really looks pretty. And I like a shimmer that's like shimmery, of course, but not overpowering. Like not one that just like, I don't like my eyes to look like they're glitter unless I'm doing like a glitter look, but I'm not today. I apologize if I sound weird. I can hear that I sound weird, but like I said, I've had a severe sinus infection for over a week, and I'm now on like day 3 of my meds, which is awesome because I'm feeling so much better. But even 3 days onto the antibiotic and I'm on a steroid, and it's like I still wake up in the middle of the night like with my whole sinus just swollen and like pounding. So this has been like literally the worst sinus infection I've ever had. And I don't know why. It must have just, I don't know, but usually for me to get any kind of medicine, like I can usually battle through, and I get sinus infections often enough, at least once a year probably. So it's like not that weird for me. But this one was like, I can't see, it was horrible. And it's only on the one side, which is weird. It's like not at all on this side. And it wasn't like affecting my ability to breathe. It was like behind, like the roof of my mouth really hurt, like my eye. It was the worst. Okay, I'm gonna line the bottom on the inside rim. And now I'm gonna go in with some face makeup and make this look a little even. So I have been using my Uplift oil, which I love that oil. If you haven't tried it, especially in the winter, oh my god, it is like a lifesaver. It's creamy and smooth, and it just really helps your face absorb the moisture. And then I've been using the BB cream. Now the color that I use is Bisque, and that is temporarily out of stock. The worst. But if you wear this color and you're looking to buy it, another workaround is to get the highlight and contour set, which includes 2 BB creams. And I get the color Cream and the color Caramel. And I think actually there's a color called Honey, which is a little bit lighter than Caramel. And if you mix them together, they're exactly Bisque. So if you are needing a workaround, that is an option. If you're needing a workaround, I mean for that color. All the other colors are available. But the thing I love about the BB cream is that it is so moisturizing. So if you have dry skin, and I do, it's amazing. And I also, like I said, I have sensitive skin, and this never has ever caused me to have breakouts, have issues. If you have really, really, really oily skin, I would suggest going with the cream to powder though instead, because this, like I said, is a moisturizing foundation, so sometimes the moisturizing ones can not mix well with oily skin. But if you have dry skin, or if you have like in between, I highly suggest the BB cream. It's got like full coverage, but it's still like in the summer I get freckles that they go away in the winter, but like so you can still sometimes see like freckles through it, so it's not like a complete coverage, but it's enough that like it hides blemishes and stuff. I can't say enough good things about it. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of the concealer. Help brighten up these under eye areas. Hey Tessa. Hey Vanessa. This is another brush that honestly is like a godsend brush. The minute they came out with it, I was like, yes. Hey, Lindsay. I need that brush. It's got the concealer side on the outside, or on the one side, and then it's got the big foundation brush, so you can really just kind of blend it in right there with that, and you don't need to use your fingers or anything else. It's great. How are you, Linz? I saw you got another puppy. Does that mean that you just got 2 puppies, like, recently, or did you already have the other dog? Because I saw your post about having 2. I was like, that is a lot to handle right now. If you've got a kid, too. I don't know how you do it. Whoa, props to you. I feel like just having 2 kids is a handful for me. I don't know how you're managing 2 brand new puppies. Do they get along? That's probably key. Maybe they keep each other entertained. It's like having 3 toddlers. Dear God. Goodbye. Okay, let's go in with some bronzer. If you've got full cheeks like me, I've had full cheeks my entire life. They're definitely not going anywhere. Even with the whole 30, I don't think they're going anywhere. But you can, I like to chisel them out. Start leaving my son alone. God, I don't blame you. That's what I'm doing right now, Lindsay. Go get yourself a makeup room and just shut the door, lock it, and just whatever happens, happens. Not that it keeps my kids from coming in. I mean, they know the rules that they don't come in, but I'm surprised. They're outside right now. That's probably the only reason that one of them hasn't come in. Have a meltdown while I'm on a live video. That's always fun. It's because they know. They know. Their mom's not going to yell at them or get them in trouble. If she's on a live video, she's just going to smile and be so nice. Yeah, exactly. Fingers under the door. Okay, I feel like that always just sort of frames the face a little bit better. And since I have really pale skin, it just kind of, I like to basically do this. So if you think of it, I'll just go from the side like a 3, like around. Well, basically around to your jaw and then kind of under, and then just blend up into your hair. If you have a really small forehead, I do not, but if you do, then you probably don't want too much bronzer up on top, because the bronzer is acting as a well, a contour, but a shadow. So it's basically shadowing in all the places that you want. Well, let me say it this way. When you're doing the concealer, it's brightening. You're brightening up all the areas that you want the focus to be on. And then when you do the bronzer, it's the opposite, it's the shadow. And that's there to kind of enhance the brightener. So for me, I have a fairly large forehead and then full cheeks. So I want it to shadow around here, because right here is where I want the focus. This is a general idea too. Just make kind of a heart with your fingers, because you always want your eyes to be the focus, or your mouth, your nose, that kind of a thing. So the only other thing I do, lost my brush, is I'll sometimes sweep some bronzer straight down my nose. That way you keep the tip of your nose as the focal draws right to your mouth and here. Do you know what I mean? So your focus is not right here, because if it comes to the middle, then you lose your eyes and your mouth, if that makes sense. So you're sort of making like this and then coming straight down to your mouth. So just some tips. So I feel like a lot of the questions I get is like how to contour. Contour is such a big thing, and it's just really not going anywhere. It was kind of trending a couple years ago, but it's still, because the fact is that like it's been around for forever. I mean, Hollywood makeup, all of the actual like real artists, that's what they do, and that's why. So I'm now gonna add the powdered highlight just on the top of my cheekbone. Again, my cheeks are full, so I come down just a little bit towards the middle. Different face shapes. You just sort of have to play with it and see what looks best for you. And then I always put some right on the tip of my nose, again to draw your eye, and then up the bridge. And then on my Cupid's bow right up here, and a little bit on your chin. A couple other things too, like if you have a nose that you absolutely hate, you don't want to put highlight or shimmer, not shimmer, but highlight, illuminator on your nose, because that's going to draw attention to it. So just skip that part in general. If you have a chin that you feel like is too big, then you wouldn't want to put any highlighter on it as well. But if you have a chin that's sort of recessed, then you would want to, because again, it's drawing it out. So anything that's highlighted is drawing it out and drawing attention to it. So whatever you want to pull out, like I want to pull my cheekbones out, pull my chin, my nose, and just kind of, and then I want to push my forehead kind of back. So that's why I did the bronzer, to kind of hide that away. So it's very technical. You don't have to be a pro, but like there is like a science to makeup as far as lighting and shading and all of that. So anyone can learn it. I always say that. Anyone can do makeup. It's whether you want to or not, that's up to you. But if you have a desire and you don't know how, you can absolutely learn how. I'm completely self-taught, and it's just practice, you know? It's just doing it over and over, figuring out. And I mean, YouTube, hello, YouTube is huge. There's so many things to watch and learn. There's so many amazing artists out there that just make it so easy. So I just like to share whatever it is that I've learned, but there's always way more and even better people. So much better. Now I'm just realizing I don't think my mascara is even in here. No, it's okay. Let's do a lip. This lip liner. The one thing I love about our lip liners is that they are so long lasting and they're so easy to go on. Like I used to never line my lips ever, but that's because back in the day I thought you just lined your lips and then added lipstick. I didn't realize you could like fill in your lips, and this liner in all the colors. The liner and the eyeliner are the lip liner and the eyeliner are the same product. It's just different colors, and they go on like so creamy smooth. They're very, very blendable, and then they dry. And once they dry, like they don't budge. I have a video from when I first started, because when I first started, like we didn't have all these products, but lip liners and eyeliners were brand new. They came right after I started, and I did a test where I just compared them to like MAC. I think I had MAC, and they didn't budge off my hand at all. You need like full-on soap and water. They'll budge a little bit, like if you're eating something with a lot of oil, the oil kind of will make it move, but like literally this will last me. Once it's dry, it's blendable right now. In fact, let's just do a little, where did that go? I'll show you. So here's like a line. So let me show you right now. If I smudge it right now, it's pretty blendable. As far as you can kind of blend it around, and this is nude, it's probably not the best. Blend it in, whatever, right? So that part moves. I'm gonna finish up and then I'll show you it, like it won't budge at all. Okay. And now I just take a clean blending brush and I just kind of buff out any areas that I feel like needed to be blended. I'm getting a weird line because of the way that I'm sitting against the windows just to the one side of me. So I'm getting like a shadow, so it's hard a little bit to see how even it is sometimes until it's all done. So I just like to kind of blend and make sure that I don't like any harsh lines. But this is like what I would consider like pretty much an everyday look for me. Like in the brown family, it's not too dark, but it's done up enough. You can give or take the shimmer. I feel like the shimmer adds a little bit for me, but you can, like I said, give or take. And then the last thing that I always do is I choose the darkest color that I went with, unless I'm doing a like a featured color, but today I'm not. So the darkest color was this, again, Nonsensical, which is that really pretty chocolate brown that has the purple undertones. I take it with the crease brush and I just run it underneath my eyelid. I did the eyeliner on the inside of my eyelid today, so we're not even blending it with eyeliner, just kind of sweeping it down here. And I feel like this always finishes the look. See just the difference? Like if you're looking just here compared to here, like it just softens the look and it makes that under eye, I think, look a lot younger. But you gotta do your brightener first, your concealer I mean, so that this has somewhere to sit on. And there you go. Okay, and I obviously am not going to finish with my mascara because I put it in my purse and I won't make you guys wait. Oh, let me show you. So here's the line. See? Like not even. And I have like oil on my fingers from when I put my Uplift oil. So, and I should have showed you on like black because that would have been a little bit better. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send them to me. If you are interested in any of the specific colors for this look, just let me know and I will send you all of the names. And like I always say, if you have a look that you want to see, I would love to try it. So just hit me up. You can comment on this video, or you can message me, or you can get in touch with me any way that you can find. So thanks so much for watching, and thanks for being patient with me while I was gone this entire month being so sick. But I'm better now, so I will be back on here tomorrow. Bye guys!